For the next 35 minutes, you will be watching a debate between some outstanding students that are running to represent the student body next year as president and vice president of Student Council. Being an officer of Student Council is a huge commitment that involves planning many different school activities, running meetings for Student Council, meeting regularly with me and Mr. Beitler, and even attending monthly school board meetings to provide input and represent the high school student body. So I would like to start off the debate by saying thank you to all of the candidates for agreeing to run for office and lead our school, and I encourage all of you to take a serious approach to this process. Listen carefully to the debate and vote for the candidates that you believe will be the best to lead our school next year.
Hello, I am Sydney Parker, the 2018-2019 Student Council President. The primary goal of Student Council is to address the issues of concern in our school and organize student events and activities. Some of these events include preparing for the homecoming dance and setting up superstars. Student Council then goes beyond just making the high school an enjoyable environment. They will reach out to the middle and elementary schools for some of our community-based activities. Some of these activities include Disney Day and Extra Sweet Trick or Treat. As President and Vice President of Student Council, you have the responsibility to form a bond with the students and faculties in our school and to listen to their concerns and get them involved. You must be prepared to set up meetings and keep up or create new events to promote tremendous amounts of school spirit. I couldn't be more confident when saying that whoever gets elected as the 2019-2020 Student Council President and Vice President will be more than ready to take on these responsibilities and more.
Hi, my name is Brianna Negron. I'm a junior, soon to be senior here at Wilson. I'm obviously part of Student Council and I was secretary my sophomore year. I am a Key Club officer, part of GSA, a new student guide, a big sister to one of the Wilson students here in our community, and part of Warrior Club, prom committee, and I was chosen to serve on the student safety committee.
Hi, I'm Kyle Jones. I'm also a junior here, soon to be senior. I am a part of NHS. I was the editor-in-chief this year of Yearbook. I am also part of Warrior Club, Key Club, and Scholastic Scrimmage.
Hi, my name is Zamina Tovar. I'm a junior running for the presidential candidate of next year's Student Council Committee. Currently, I am involved in so many different clubs and activities, including being the captain of Scholastic Scrimmage, being an NHS, being on the girls varsity soccer team, as well as track, and so many other clubs that I get so many community activities with, such as Tech Crew, working with the Drama Club, Key Club, International Club, and so many others.
Hi guys, my name is Nia Kane. I'm a junior here at Wilson and I'm running for Vice President of Student Council. Besides being a part of Student Council, I'm involved in the girls varsity tennis team. I'm the manager of the girls varsity softball team. I'm in NHS, International Club, Key Club, debate, and I'm in book club and I'm a CIU 20 helper. Along with being on those clubs, I'm also a member of the debate team and I was this year graciously honored to be appointed to next year's one of the debate captains for the team.
I can say this for myself, but also Kyle. We are both very friendly and outgoing in this school. We listen to everyone's opinions and we are friends and have a great bond with everyone in this school, including the faculty and all the students.
As well as Brianna said about how we are both friendly, we also like to talk to as many people as we can, ranging from AP classes to CP classes, and we just try to have a connection with anyone and everyone.
Me and I are two completely different people, and we use our unique qualities to combine and make positive impacts to our school. For example, I'm bilingual, so I can attract a different group of people, as well as I'm involved in so many other clubs, so I can talk to everyone from International Club or from debate, and we can get their opinions as well as getting other people from freshman classes and sophomore classes from being involved with them in sports and other clubs.
I can say for both Zamina and I that we're easily just like them. We are the most outgoing people you'll ever meet. We love talking to teachers. We love talking to the students at Wilson. And I also help out with the CIU 20 helpers and in their classroom and in their gym class. So we both help out with a wide range of people, ranging from our AP students down to our students with special needs. And we really just want everyone at Wilson to feel welcome.
I've grown up in Wilson Area School District my whole life, and that has allowed me to create bonds and really been a part of the school district and the community, all from kindergarten to being a senior this upcoming year. And with that, I've gotten experience from everyone in this school, heard all what they want to see, and become just a trusted person that people come to if they need something. And as well as, like I said earlier, and what Nia and Zamina said, they are involved in many clubs, and with that, we can bring together clubs and as well as student council just to create an even better tight-knit community than we already do have.
As Brianna said, like Brianna, I also grew up in Wilson for a majority of my life, and I've had the ability to connect with many students here and hear their ideas and overall become a well-rounded person. I also try to talk to all my teachers and create connections with them so that I can learn more than just what they're trying to teach me in the classroom. And also I was the chief editor of Yearbook this year, so I have the ability to lead a group of people to a great overall product.
Right off the bat, from freshman year, I got myself involved in so many clubs and so many activities. I got the privilege to be on the varsity girls soccer team, and I got to meet a whole bunch of seniors and juniors at the time. And they really got me involved in the school, which allowed me to know such a great group of students and get myself involved with people that were older as well as people that were in my grade at the time. And that experience has led me to get all the opportunities that I have had, to get people from different groups to vote for me for leadership opportunities, which allows me to then realize that I have the potential to be a leader, such as president of student council.
I agree with Zamina. Between the both of us, we have held numerous amount of leadership positions. And with great leaders like Sydney and Nicolette, I think that we'll be ready to go to student council next year knowing that we can do this with the great ideas that we both have in mind.
What role does student council hold within our school?
As student council president and being a part of student council, your role is to represent the student body and get their point of view across to the faculty and represent them to make their experience at high school the best that it possibly can be.
We agree with Brianna and Kyle that our role should be to involve students in everything that goes on here at school, but we also want to make sure that the student council adheres to everything that students that not everyone sees or not everyone talks to, that their opinions also matter as well, and that the faculty gets involved as well in our administration.
If elected, what would be your top priority and how would you go about realistically addressing it?
One of our top priorities for next year will be to implement ideas from across the school, as some students don't feel like they are heard and that their ideas aren't getting spread around the school, even though many of them have amazing ideas that I imagine that people would follow, and we want to bring those ideas up to the surface.
And while I may want to continue the ideas we have, I would also have plans to implement recycling around our school because I feel like that's something that is very important, and as a school and a community we could expand upon.
We agree with Brianna and Kyle, and we want that every student here to feel that they have a voice, all 700 of us, and we feel that when you walk out of the school, you should feel that this is your home, because that's really our goal from the time you enter freshman year to the time you leave senior year, and we want more activities that involve the entire student body in sports, clubs, no matter what it takes. That's our goal for next year.
Yeah, adding on to what Nia thinks, that every new student that we get, I want to make sure that they get surrounded with a great group of people.
As I said as well, I'm a part of New Student Guide, so I reckon if I am elected student council president, I can bridge the gap between New Student Guide and student council to make sure that new students are welcome, they get a voice, and that they're just welcomed into our school right off the bat. And an idea I had for that specifically as well was giving them a water bottle or just a t-shirt so that they know that you're a Wilson student now and that you are welcome in this community and you can talk to anyone you would like and are welcome and wanted here.
If elected, you would be responsible for carrying on and continuing certain traditional events here at Wilson. Are there specific things that you are looking forward to continuing?
Samina and I are really looking forward to the homecoming court and homecoming dance next year. As most of you know, the homecoming dance was a great success last year, and we want that same positive vibes and good time to just continue on to next year. We also are looking forward to Superstars because, as you guys know, we are in charge of that, and every year we feel that the student body looks forward to that, and so we're excited to hear your opinion on what activities we should include, what we should get rid of, and how we can make it better for you guys this year.
So I've been on student council since my freshman year, so I have been through a wide variety of different people and administrations, and I plan to implement that all into our year if we are elected to get different ideas to just overall have a successful and organized year. As I said, Nia and Zamina said about homecoming, we want to go in with ideas. We already do have ideas as of now, and we plan to hear everyone else's ideas and go forth with a successful year, as well as for Superstars, homecoming court like they said, and some of the community events we do. We just want to bring more people in and have it grow and be even bigger than it has before.
I just also wanted to add that Nia and I are very good with time management, considering all the clubs we're in. Doesn't matter, we'll always homecoming to student councils is time-consuming and money-spending event that we have to take care of. So Nia and I are always willing to put in that work after school and get everyone together to accomplish that.
We're also excited to hear what you guys think we should do for the DJ, the lights, the food, and everything else in between.
What do you think the relationship should look like between student council and administration? And how do you think the administration should go about helping the student council?
Working with the administration is super important to Nia and I. We believe that the two should work hand in hand as we already do. For example, administration works with us by allotting us a nice amount of time for superstars like we do every year, and we hope to maintain that approval for that allotted time and approval for other events that we may want to do, maybe like another field day during the end of the year and whatnot.
So going into next year, everyone is aware that you can't plan to function or you can't be organized without faculty and the students working together. And with that, as it has worked well in the past, we can plan to continue that relationship and build upon it, and know that administration and the faculty can come to us with anything they need. We are very respectful, and we want to hear everyone's ideas, or if they want to change something, they can come to us, and we just want to hear everything and just make it even better and more successful.
We honestly can't ask for a better administration and faculty because they're always supportive of student council. Mr. Beitler has actually come to our meetings before and sat in on what we've talked about, and he's worked with us to come up with the best ideas for you guys so you can have the best school year.
The Vice President of Student Council is the only student who sits with our board of directors at school board meetings. It is their expectation to attend all required meetings. How do you plan to represent the student body at these public meetings?
I plan to represent the student body at all these public meetings by being able to talk to all the students and also talking with my comrade who also experiences other students, and we can discuss ideas that we think would be beneficial to all students and propose them to the administration.
With this responsibility, I know that I'm not representing myself, I'm not representing student council, I'm representing the student body as a whole, and I know that I have the power to represent all of you guys in a way that lets your ideas be communicated to the adults on the student board. And it is probably the best idea for you guys to get in contact with me for what you want to be said and what you want to be heard in those meetings.
And as Kyle said, he will be representing, but he will also have my ideas and what I hear from the school. So it'll not just be Kyle, but it'll be a working group from what all we hear, and I'll take what I hear and I'll give it to Kyle so that he can best represent our school body, just as Nia and Zamina said.
What should the relationship look like between the student council president and vice president and the administration for other organizations and clubs?
The relationship between us officers and other organizations should be extremely unified. For example, we do extra sweet trick or treat during the Halloween season, and we have the community come in and the little kids can get their Halloween treats, and we also invite other clubs to come in and dress up, and it's so much fun when other clubs are involved because you're getting all of the community and they get experience with our club as well, and they get to know how we work.
Just as Zamina just said, the unity and cooperation between clubs is extremely vital to student council and to the community as a whole. Many clubs have ideas that may not necessarily be able to be done by just that club alone and require the help of other clubs. And me being in other clubs such as NHS, and which had an idea for a mini-thon, we can cooperate and try to plan and fundraise together to create one end goal.
It's important to have other clubs at your side because you never know if sometimes, like for homecoming, we need so many people after school to set up all the decorations and whatnot, and then if they come and help us, we can also go and help them.
How could student council help build a strong relationship between our school and the community?
Like we said earlier about our community events like Disney Day, Extra Sweet Trick or Treat, we already do have a very strong community, but there's always room for improvement, just making improvements in our community and our school to bridge the gap. Like we invite students from the elementary school and their families to come here for those events. Parents and students will get to see the high school and just know that they'll be here in a few years and get excited for that and not have to worry, and just know that they're coming to a great environment, get a great education, and overall great place where they'll be happy to spend the next 4 years of their high school career.
I agree with Brianna. Our student council works hard to build unified bonds of our community, and I think that we do a great job, but there's always room for improvement. I think that we can have more activities at the elementary school and even the middle school, so our students at the middle school who are coming here next year feel welcomed and comfortable and ready to take on the high school.
Adding to what Nia said, I feel like our community lacks involving the middle school, not sure why, but we really do want to get them involved and have events that aim towards their age group as well.
And as they previously said about the middle school and the elementary school, we are always looking to bring them on, and we can do that with other clubs and clubs that the middle school and elementary schools may have, and just create an even stronger community, like I said before.
What is one council expenditure that you think is important, and what is one that concerns you?
We think that as a club that our expenditures, we're not really too concerned about them because of the fact that we have so many different fundraisers and activities that we bring money in from, such as Disney Day and the Extra Sweet Trick or Treat. However, we do know how to responsibly use and manage our budget and for the funds next year. So we always will leave the next class or the next set of students with enough money to kickstart homecoming.
And as they just said, that it really is important for past years to set up the next upcoming years for the future to just be on a good path and set up for the best. So probably an important expenditure of us is, in my opinion, homecoming, because that is the largest community event, and that is where most of the high school students do come, and it is our responsibility to make sure that it is as best it can be. And another concern for expenditures is the school store, because like they said about revenue and money, that is a great way that we can continue making money for our school, and as well as creating school spirit to add to the school by selling t-shirts, water bottles, etc. And overall just make this place even more blue and gold.
If you had all the power to create the best possible school, what would you do?
If we had all the power to make this the best high school possible, we would use that to unite all the students by creating more activities for them to participate in, so that they can connect with people that they may not have ever connected with before, and allow the students to truly be one big student body instead of being isolated and separated from each other.
Yes, just one big family overall and one tight-knit community, as we've said many times before.
Just like Kyle and Brianna, we want you guys to feel proud to go to Wilson. We want you to know that you're always welcome here, and that we want you to enjoy coming here and going to all the activities we have. So we want everyone to feel welcome. We want everyone to partake in the activities that we plan next year, and we just want activities that is going to attract everyone from the school, no matter where you come from, who you are, or what you're into.
So many people think that the perfect school would be like not to have school at all, or to have shorter days, or to not have to go to classes. And trust me, sometimes Nia and I are both like that, and I'm sure that Brianna and Kyle are like that. We need a break. So that's why we want to incorporate so many more new fun events and fundraisers that gets everyone involved and gets everyone wanting to go, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to school because we have this going on today.
As I just said, some of the best events and part of my high school career is the clubs I have been a part of, and I'm not going to lie, sometimes I don't want to go to math class or I don't want to go to science, but I can power through those because I know that I have a fun club after school or a fun activity on the weekend that my school has helped plan or that I have helped plan, and I know that that's Kyle, you can agree with that as well.
What would you say to a student who feels like he or she is vulnerable, alone, or without friends?
For any student who is watching this who has felt or feels this way, we invite you guys to come talk to us or any member of Student Council, because we can honestly say that all the members on our council are the most kind-hearted people and will help you find friends that are out there that will treat you just the way you should be treated, because everyone in the school is unique and amazing in their own way.
Honestly, I strongly agree with what Nia has to say. I know how hard it is to go through something and you feel like you can't talk to someone else, or you can't talk to a teacher, your parents, or guidance about it. Like, there are so many people in our school who feel the same way that you do. You may not know it, but there definitely are, and you should surround yourself with those people to make everyone in that group feel better and feel like they're wanted and they can talk to you about it or have you be a friend to them.
I also second what Nia and Zamia said about how our student council people will often help anyone that comes to them, and I would also encourage the vulnerable or student to go to a club or an activity or a sport and see what it's like, because these new experiences that people are sometimes timid or too scared to try can be life-changing for them, and I know they were for me, and I would love to have someone else have such a wonderful experience in Wilson like I did.
And I get it. High school is rough, and I can vouch for that. I'm sure anyone up here can agree with that. But we do have amazingly strong faculty and students that you can honestly just come up to anyone in any club. We say student council because we know everyone is student council, but I'm sure anyone from any club would love to help you, as well as our faculty. You can come to them about anything and everything, and they'll know how to handle it. And while we may not be trained in that, you can still come to us. And I also like to recommend about joining a club too, because that has really opened my eyes for new friends of all different classes and grades, and just helped me especially make new friends and feel even more involved in the community.
What would you say to a student who is struggling to be a part of the community in this school?
So especially to new students and anyone coming up into the high school from the middle school, it can be scary. It's a new environment, new people. But the best way I can say is to take hard classes and a mix of classes, to be surrounded by everyone like I know I have in my high school career, and as well as just joining so many clubs because they're so fun. You get surrounded by so many new people that you may not have known you could have been friends with or have anything in common with, and just create so many new friendships and experiences that'll add to your high school experience.
And we find that bringing those students into the community is going to be very important, and that creating new opportunities for them to incorporate other students into our lives is also very important. So that's why Brianna and I have many new ideas for next year to allow students to come together.
Someone who is struggling in our community definitely should. I agree with Brianna and Kyle that they should join a numerous amount of clubs, and honestly that's the best option. You surround yourself with a whole bunch of people. The biggest problem when someone feels like they aren't part of the community is that they're isolated, and being a part of student council or a track team, it's important to bond with those people that you're working with, and you can realize, oh wow, like I'm just like this person, or I really like this person and how they treat me. And it's just super important to get involved and to stop feeling isolated, because that's the main issue with struggling in the community. It's that you need to put yourself out there, and even if that's hard, there's so many clubs and teachers that you can talk to that'll guide you towards the right direction.
And I would also like to add is that there's sometimes a stigma that you should only do clubs if you want to go to college or to build your resume, but that is not how I see clubs at all. I see them as a way, like we've all said, to branch out into the community and make new friends. So there's many positives to clubs. I can't even think of any ways that you shouldn't join or reasons that you shouldn't just go for it, full send it.
What would you say to students who seem to have it all together? What would you do to encourage them to create a better school?
Any student out there that has it all together, we applaud you, because going to high school, being a part of clubs, sports, and dealing with your home life, it's honestly a lot, we both can say, and all of us up here. And for those students, we advise you to go help out someone who doesn't have it all together, because the strongest bonds and the strongest way we could get better as a school is by helping each other. And helping someone with some area that they struggle in is the best way that everyone succeeds together.
I know that there are a lot of issues between people who think that they have more knowledge than someone else that's taking. Someone who's in an AP class thinks that they're so much better than someone who's in a CP class, but that shouldn't be the case at all. Both have a way of helping another person, and we just really want everyone to know that just because you're doing so good, that doesn't mean that you should only keep it to yourself. You should want to share that with other people and make other people happy as well.
I find Zamia's point very valid, and that even if you may have it all together, and that is absolutely wonderful privilege to have, that you should still continue learning and experiencing new things with other people and people who may not have it all together, because you know the advantages of having it all together, and to help bring them up would be an amazing accomplishment for you and for them.
And if you have everything together as well, keep adding more things on to just better the community and better yourself and better the people you are surrounded with.
Adding on to what Brianna and Kyle said, that you never know what another person is going through, so you shouldn't just think, oh yeah, my life is good, so I don't have to treat this person a certain way, but that shouldn't be the case. And Nia and I really want everyone to feel like they're equal and everyone has the same opportunities.
What kind of ideas do you have to ensure that all students get involved in our school?
While there are various opportunities in many clubs, like I've said, to get involved for everyone, there can always be more added, and so many clubs that can be added so that everyone can feel that they have opportunities. Because while you may not see that there are many clubs, you can go and join another one that we want to help create, or work with others to create, or events that we want to help make, so that everyone can somehow get involved in one way or another.
Me and I completely agree with Brianna's claim, but we also think that Superstars is extremely crucial to the involvement of the whole school. I know that in the past we've had issues with freshmen not being sure if Superstars is something that people actually do, and me and I want to assure you that Superstars is the thing. You want to get involved with Superstars. It's so much fun, and everyone gets together. It doesn't matter if you're a senior, if you're a junior, sophomore, freshman. I mean, of course we do that let's go home freshman chant, but that's us making you feel at home. Wilson is going to be your home, so it's something to get involved with. It's crucial.
And as I said too, in the past we have seen a lot of issues with freshmen not getting involved, and I plan to work with multimedia and other clubs to show that this is a fun event, there's nothing to be scared of, and to just go for it and know that whatever you do, you're going to have fun, because you might be worried about embarrassing yourself, but honestly, seniors, faculty embarrass themselves doing this too, so just go for it. We want to be able to make sure that no matter freshmen or seniors, like they said, all get involved in one way or another.
What new proposals do you have to better our school if elected?
Sabina and I have so many ideas for next year. We're going to list a couple for you guys just so you know what we're really about. So we thought about a mini-thon, which most people know about. It's a fundraiser for pediatric cancer that we raise money. We also thought about Mr. and Mrs. Wilson, which would be a personality contest that seniors would get to partake in, and we would raise money by having you guys, the student body, come in and vote on who do you think deserves the title.
We also want to start school tailgates with the tribe for football games. I know we're not the best, but we're really hoping that this year we come out on
Next
top.
year.
Yeah, so with these school tailgates, we really want to get everyone involved. We want the freshmen to come see what the tribe is like, and we want more school spirit. It's kind of sad to go to a game and see that not a lot of people are participating in the tribe, and honestly, the tribe is one of the most important things that we can have here at school because it involves everyone, and there's so much school spirit, and I know that Mr. Marticelli would really be happy to see us all together.
I know that I've talked to a lot of you guys lately, and you said that you wish we had more Spirit Week, so we really want to incorporate that into next year also.
And we want to see if we can decorate the halls before Christmas break because I know everyone is always dreading coming to school, and we want something that motivates students to come into school and be happy to, I know that we are looking forward to Christmas break because no more school, you get to relax, you have 11 days off, but we also want to motivate students because it's not the end of the school year. Of course, we wish it was the end of the school year, but we want you guys to get more involved in things before school ends.
Though this is not a activity that necessarily will unite all of Wilson, but we want to implement school-wide recycling next year because we often have lots of miscellaneous papers, cardboard, or other plastic bottles and other containers that simply get discarded into the trash, which lately we've all seen the anti-global warming campaigns, and we find it very important that we have recycling next year.
And another part of school spirit, like they mentioned, is the school store that is a part of student council that I know a lot of people in the school don't realize or even know what it is. They often think that it's a closet or a storage closet, but it is a place that we can sell a lot of school events or things for school events and school spirit clothing. Another thing is I want to bridge the gap between the schools, like the middle schools and elementary schools, like we said earlier, with different events. And lastly, I want to make it feel as though more like a campus sometimes with doing different days where we'll sell food or different things so that when you walk in you have something to look forward to or something just to help you get through your day a little bit better.
And one last idea that Brianna and I have been talking about, it will require the help of other clubs, but luckily we are in multiple clubs so we can work with them, is to create a mini-thon because every year students always tell us that we want a mini-thon and that would be such a great thing for the community to do, but we never get the help or support that we need. So Brianna and I really want to work on that this year.
And as they said too, we've seen it also implemented at other schools, so we can talk to people and administration at schools like Notre Dame or Saucon Valley that do it and learn from them and just work together. Even though they aren't part of our community, we can still learn from them, and I'm sure they would love to help us and implement it because it is going to charity anyway, so it can't hurt.
On top of all of the fun fundraisers and events that we would hold, we also want to create a student council suggestion box where any student anonymously can put in a suggestion as to, oh, we want this to happen, or maybe this week we should do a spirit week that involves this event for certain days. And additionally, that, like Brianna said, we do want to make the school store something that people know about. We want to create new designs for t-shirts and have people wear, like, be proud to go to Wilson and say, ooh, yeah, like, I really like that shirt, and be happy that they have something to remember Wilson by when you graduate.
We also want to start giving out candygrams for holidays, which you guys might be seeing earlier or tomorrow, so stay tuned.
I think we all are united on the fact that we just want to make the school store and things more positive around our school. And what Damina said about the suggestion box, I love that idea as well. And I also just want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable coming up to us about ideas and stuff, because I love hearing I love when people come up to me about their ideas and what they want to see in this school, because often it's something that I didn't think of and that I'm hearing from a new type of person that I wouldn't have thought would had an idea.
We're ready to listen to you and give you guys what you want us, like what you want in your school environment.
I believe that anyone up here, whether it is Amina, Nia, or Kyle and I, will do an excellent job. I believe you should vote for us because I have a great connection with everyone in this school. Throughout my high school career, I have taken CP, honors, AP, half-year courses, so many different classes that I have really created a friendship and bond with everyone in this school. I'm also very connected with the teachers, and they respect me and I respect them, so I know that I can work with them with different things and just overall create a better experience in the school. I believe you should vote for me. It'll be a great choice for you, and you will not regret it.
Similar to Brianna, I also have taken a variety of classes, and I'm ready to, like, in those classes I usually try to participate a lot and help other students, because other students do come for help, and sometimes they are intimidated to ask a teacher or other peers, and I'm glad that I can be of help to them, and I'm ready to help you guys if you guys elect us for president and vice president.
And we know that this is a big responsibility, and we plan to put in hard work and what you guys want to see so that we can create the best possible school. Like I've said, this isn't for applications or for the position. This isn't for personal gain. This is to represent you guys as the student body and what you want to see, and to make Wilson Area High School even more like home and just a better experience for everyone in the school.
Nia and I have been friends for a long time. We have a long history together. We've been part of the student council since middle school. We know how one another works, and even though we're so different from each other, we always have ideas that really can mesh together and become something more than, like, you guys could think. You'd be like, oh my gosh, like, those are two really good ideas that you want to see together. And additionally, we both hold leadership positions in other clubs, which allows us to have options from a wide variety of people. We know how to conduct a club. We know how to get everyone together. We know how to try and get everyone in that club involved, because I know that some people just do the clubs, like, just for college or just to say that they're in a club, and we really want everyone to be involved. As well as what Kyle and Brianna said, that they know so many different groups of people because of the different classes they take. Me and I also are involved in so many different activities. We both do sports, we're in other clubs, and knowing people from different sports, you have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and it's important to look at those freshmen and the sophomores, and you can be one of those role models to them, and I'm sure that the girls from the soccer team can tell you that that's what I am to them, and they have a good bond with me, and that's important to have if you're a student council president and vice president, so you can appeal to every grade.
Many of you guys know me and Sabina. You see us all the time in the halls. We're probably either laughing, having fun, or talking about classes and how we're going to be involved in the school. And those are really our main goals for next year. We want you guys to be involved, and we want you to have the best possible school year and have the most fun that you can, and look back on your high school years and say that Wilson was the best, if not one of the best times of my life, and that I had a good time there.
Okay, Wilson, this concludes this year's Student Council debate. Just a quick reminder, this is not a popularity contest. Please vote for the group of candidates that you feel would do the best job representing our school as President and Vice President of Student Council.